So I have been around the meme coin block for quite a while. I have bought coins that have 1000x. I have bought Shiba Inu coin. I have bought Akita, Feed Every Gorilla token. All of these have 1000x plus. And I am seeing a new type of coin that is coming up in the market now that I think is going to be the next big thing in terms of meme coins. These are going to be the coins, in my opinion, the projects that are going to get to the 1 billion plus market cap and are just absolutely going to crush. So in this video, I'm going to give my thoughts on where I think the market is going to go to next. But before I get into it, make sure to like and subscribe to this channel to know more about altcoins and crazy meme coins that could explode. So, in terms of meme coins, now we've seen many coins come up from absolute nothing into a really good market cap. In fact, the last coin that I brought up, called Star Pup, was a charity coin that basically 30x'd since the time that I mentioned it first. And let me tell you, I have a lot of money in Star Pup as of now, so I'm pretty thrilled about that. And this is a thought that I've had for quite a while, and I don't know if anybody else has came to this conclusion, but meme coins have had a lot of criticism, of course. The main criticism being that it doesn't really have a use case beyond just posting funny memes and the community itself. Critics are going to say, well, what does it actually do? And aside from just being fun in games, it's kind of hard to come up with an answer for it. However, we've been seeing some coins come up that have a charity function to them, and inbuilt into the tokenomics is a charity wallet. Now, this is something that I think is very interesting and could definitely revolutionize how this meme coin space works. In fact, we've spoken about two meme coins on this channel. We've spoken about Yummy and Star Pup. Both of them have seen massive gains since I've brought them up on this channel and on my Twitter. And yeah, we've seen these coins go up quite a lot. And the way they work is kind of similar to SafeMoon. It has the deflationary aspect, the redistribution, and the locked liquidity pool. However, with the charity coins, it's either the devs hold a certain percentage of the coins, or there is a charity wallet and each transaction gets a small taxation, and some of that gets put into the charity wallet. And each charity coin, of course, handles the percentages differently and the specific tokenomics, but the basic idea is a tiny amount of that coin's value actually gets transferred into a charity. And to this end, you can definitely say that there is a use case to that. Now, I don't know if any of you guys have tried to raise money for charity, but it's not that easy. Like, it's quite hard to ask people, especially these days, to go into their wallet and to make a donation to a cause, even if it is a worthwhile cause. Now, the fact that these charity tokens, these meme coins with the charity function, actually have a small percentage that gets taxed as part of the smart contract, like it's written in the code. It takes a small amount and puts it into a charity. The fact that it does that, I would argue, generates more money, more revenue for a given charity than if these guys would just simply ask. People typically buy meme coins because they're greedy, fundamentally, and they want to make money from it. And that's fine, but the fact that there's a small percentage of charity kind of goes over their heads, and it's basically just a way to burn tokens in their eyes. So they don't really mind giving to the charity. In fact, it kind of helps with the marketing. I mean, we just saw recently Yummy made a $1 million donation to the Binance charity. And think about that, $1 million for a small market cap coin like Yummy, and it raised over $1 million. Do you know how hard it would be to ask people to give you $1 million worth of currency? Like, that would be a big ask. But the fact that a cryptocurrency is doing that, and it's part of the tokenomics, it's a lot easier to generate money for charity in this way. In fact, I think a lot of charities in the future are going to have their own cryptocurrencies specifically for the purpose of generating a percentage of the coin's value into their charity. I just think that's a no-brainer because it works really, really well. And I've spoken about how there's a certain type of person that doesn't really care about a charity, but doesn't mind the fact that a percentage goes to charity. But there's also the other demographic that are buying these type of coins. Now, these are people that aren't really that into the whole moonshot crypto thing, but they like the idea of buying something that could go up in value, but they're more interested and they kind of like the idea of what the project stands for, of the charity that it's associated with. I typically go into Telegram groups of some of these coins and I try and get a feeling of the sentiment that goes around these coins. And I've noticed some people have been saying, I'm not really interested in, getting super rich from this coin, but I kind of like the idea that it gives to charities. I threw a few $100 into it and let's see what happens. Now that's a very different demographic to the demographic that just wants a moonshot and just wants to 1000x. You see where I'm getting at with this? That second demographic that is pretty much only donating because of the charity and cause behind the coin wouldn't buy that coin unless it had that function. If it was just a regular old burn function and the tokenomics was a transaction tax that burns some of the coins, they wouldn't buy it. But the fact that a percentage of it goes to charity, now they're a buyer. Now you see the genius of these coins. You have these two separate markets that are aiding each other. They're both putting money into the same pot, even though they have different mindsets. You have the Moon Boys over here, and you have the charity guys here, and they both come to the same conclusion that they want to buy this coin. And that is genius marketing. I'm not even going to get into the fact that there's many worthwhile causes and genuinely unfortunate people in the world, but the fact that these two people with a different mindset can be talked into buying a cryptocurrency, I think is genius marketing. And I think we're going to see a lot more of these coins in the future. Some of these small charity coins, some of the first movers that we are seeing in this space, I think are going to be really big in the future. Because if a certain cryptocurrency is generating money for charity that they wouldn't otherwise be able to generate, you cannot say that there's no use case for that coin at that point. And it's kind of surprising that we haven't seen many of these charity coins up until now. And I would say if I was developing a meme coin myself, if I was a dev, I would have a charity wallet as part of the tokenomics. Because you're opening up your cryptocurrency to a wider market that wouldn't otherwise put money in your cryptocurrency. You see what I'm saying? And the previous market that just wants a moonshot, they're still going to be interested in the coin. You're just giving yourself a wider potential market. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed, please drop a like and subscribe to the channel for more.